Okay. Yes, this is a nested.c, nested dot structure, and these are paid here and there. See here, in this they taken total. Here they taken total. How many structures? See, first structure name is student.
कौन
First structure name is student. Okay, it having total two fields, name and age. Second structure name is details. It having average section. Here I am separating this. The student structure having two fields. The detail structure having two fields. Two fields. Like that, data structure. This is data. Structure name is data. Having two fields. Having two fields. Try to understand here. Try to understand. Try to understand here. The first one having one name and it having two properties. Here also one structure name, two properties. Here actually after that this step, what you should do here? You have to create object for these variables. You have to create object for this variable student. Like that you have to create some s1 comma s2, like that you have to create. And for this also you have to create what? Details. Details d1. So like that you have to create structure variables. So these structure variables now I'm creating in C. I'm not creating here. I'm creating inside another structure. Here try to understand. So what is the variable in here? I'm going to write this over here. Okay, 2. So here see more is this. So this one also I have to take. So total three structure variables. Three structures I have declared successfully. Let us see from here. From here, let us write off. What is the last one? What is the last one? The structure name is data. Data. What is the variable name here? What is the variable name? D1. The variable name here is D1. This one. So this D1 having total 1 second. So D1 variable having total two fields. D1 having total two fields. The first variable is I'm calling it as SL, student. For this, whatever the structure variable I am creating, that variables I created inside another structure. So in data structure, I use it to create structure variable for student S, structure variable D for details. D I created. So if you observe this, if you observe only this one, so what it means? What it means? Student is a structure. So total two fields will allocate it to which one? S variable. Now in this, again you have to draw sub-diagram like this. So student having total two fields. So it should be S name. Next like that, if you go for the second line, this one. Details is nothing but total two fields. Average section. So that going to assign to which variable? D variable. So here also take two variables. So here, this is I'm calling it as what is that average, and this I'm calling it as what? Section. Section I'm calling it as. Now see, this is one structure. This is one structure here, first structure, and this is a second structure. This is a second structure. This is a second structure. This is a first structure, second structure. These two, this is also one structure D1. So in this structure, you are going to represent two more structures. That's why we are calling it as nested structure. Nested structure. For example, here we have some value like ABC, and ages we have some 12, and here some average we have 1.1, and section we have some 8. So how we can call this? From here we can call these values as s dot s, s dot naming. Okay, s dot name and age, right? So here some mistake here. This is a name and this is a age. Name and age. Okay. This two, your name, and here age. Okay. Now in order to call this, what you will call s dot name equal to some ABC, s dot age equals to what is that 12, and like that d dot average equals to 1.1, and d dot section is equals to a. So if you want to call same parameters with the third structure, so these two structures are stored in the structure D1 structure. So at this point of time, you should write D1 dot s dot name, D1 dot s dot average, D1 dot s dot age, D1 dot s dot section equals to a. So this is about nested structures, and this is about nested structures. Nested structure. Inside structure, inside once again I'm telling, inside the structure, they represented two more structures. Actually, this is one structure. This is one structure. Structure name is what? Data. Having the variable what? D1. So these two structures, student details, I'm going to write inside another structure. So the diagrammatic representation of this is like this. So when you want to call substructure, you should use dot operator. D1 dot s dot name, D1 dot s dot age, D1 dot d dot average, D1 dot d dot section. So this is about student nested structure. Okay. So let us see one more problem. Just observe the code. That's it. Just observe the code. So one more structure in union. So we'll see now. Yes, array of structures. Array of structures. See, very simple. Nothing is there here. Array of structures. See, array of structure. Just understand the differences here. Here. Now I'm going to take one more diagram. Very big diagram taken now. Okay. So here, this is your structure. This is your structure here. I'm going to write here with the help of here this one. This is your structure from here to here. Okay, and this is about your structure variable s of t. Previously used to write student s1 comma s2 comma s3 comma s4. So like this you are going to write it in sn. Yes, here this is a structure. Is this a structure? Previously we used to write like this. Whenever you have like this statements, every structure variable will force the structure blueprint. The student blueprint it will force every structure. So age, name, these two properties will assign to each and every variable. So whenever we have this n number of structure variables, you should take n number of printfs, n number of scanners, n number of memory allocations are required. For all the variables, you have to write printf, scanf, and the memory will be allocated for all. So this is a very lengthy process and huge process it will take. Okay, so that's why here they implemented array of structures. Array of structures is nothing but here. So what is your structure variable here? Yes. What is the first structure name? It's S of 0. S of 0. What is second structure variable name? S of 1. Next, S of 2. Next, S of 3. Next, S of 4. S of 4. S of 0. S of 1. S of 2. S of 3. S of 4. Like this. Okay, the meaning of this particular one, S of pi is nothing but here. This S of pi is nothing but here, S of pi total. Previously you should write S1 comma S2 comma S3 comma S4 comma S5 you written, but I am writing here S of pi. S of pi is nothing but this blueprint, these two blueprint, whatever the student blueprint is, their age and name, these two blueprints I am using for these many elements. These many elements. S of pi is nothing but S of 0, S of 1. Let us see the first one. The first one, let us see here. If, what it holds, what it is holds two informations. One is age name. Age name. Same scenario will happen to all. Same scenario will happen to all. S1, S2, S3. Because same blueprint, right? Same blueprint, we are going to give to the all structure variables, that is array of structures. Your array of structure is S of I. So S of 0 will hold same information. S of 1 also will hold same information. S2, S3, S4. Now, for example, in this we have some data again. So, for example, let us trace this code. Let us trace this code. Trace this code. Okay. Go to the main function. Go to the main function. What we have? So first it is entering integer input. Second it is entering string input. Integer input, string input. I equal to 0, 0 less than or equal to 4. So this particular for loop is executed total how many times? 5 times. I equal to 0, I equals to 1, I equals to 2, I equal to 3, I equal to 4. When I equal to 0, it should be what? Address of S of 0 dot age. So in this you will enter some value. Next, S of 0 dot name. S of 0 dot name is nothing but here you are going to enter some age, your name. Next, I value will be incremented. I becomes 1. Next, what will it come? Address of S of 1 dot age. So again, I'm entering some age like that. Next, remaining all will be entered like this. I equal to 2. I equal to 3. I equal to 3. I equal to 4. So like this, all are entered. All the values are entered. If you want to access this value, if you want to access this value, what you will call? Tell me what you will call if I want to access this particular value. So how we can write this? What is structure name? What that structure variable name? S of 2 dot age equals to 12. S of 2 dot name equals to how much? DD. So this is about students array of structures. Array of structures. Okay, previously nested structure is nothing but what? Structure variable dot your property name d1 dot s dot name d1 dot s dot age d1 dot d dot name d1 dot d dot age, the details. So here your structure variable of array is of 0 dot what is the variable a. So that's it. This is about scanf and this is about printf. And when you are taking array of structures, don't forget to write the use the for loop. So for loop is nothing but where your array is started, where it is ended. For that's it. That's it, students, about array of structures. Okay. So next one. So in this okay union now it is okay. We'll see. Okay, students. Next topic, that is enum. So enum, what is enum here? What's the enum? Enum is certain, but for example, students, if I ask you a question, if you ask you a question, sir, how we can declare integer variables in C? What is your answer? Yes, sir. For declaring any integers, we are using int data type. So here a equal to what you are storing here? Any number minus infinity to plus infinity, some not some range, not all, some range, integer range. So that purpose, like float also same. In float also, you are storing only float values. In order to store all the integers, you are using integer. In order to store the float numbers, you are using float. In order to write characters, from small a to z or capital A to z, you are using what here? Character. These are all values. For these values, int is there. For these values, float is there. For all the characters A to Z, you have what? Like that, if you observe, if you observe student, we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Like this, these are all how many values total? How many values? 7 values. Like January, February, like March. These are all total. How many values total? 12 values. Like colors, red, black, green. So these are all you can. How many colors like that? 10 colors are there. 10 colors are there. So i- these are the integer values. Yes, you have data type. These are the float values. You have some data type. For characters, you have some data type. But what about this days data type? We don't have. What about this months data type? We don't have. What about this one? We don't have. So in order to declare, use a defined data type. This is the already system defined data type. It knows that I want to create my new data type. I want to create my new data type. So at that time, you can use this. At that time, you can use this. So here very simple, very simple. Nothing is there. Nothing is there. Okay. For example, listen carefully. Enum. I will take lightly. I'm going to execute this code. You will understand directly. Okay. Enum. Once again, it is loading.